motion replay that. I'm James Lafferty, Nathan Scott on One Tree Hill. I'm here today shooting SlamBall for an episode of One Tree Hill.
Nathan Scott is now going to play SlamBall on One Tree Hill, one of the characters on a 5-episode story arc. Try to get him back into the NBA.
I've been training for about the last 3 weeks, learning how to play the game, and now we're actually shooting it.
SlamBall on One Tree Hill, God bless it.
Hey, last ones, pictures up.
SlamBall is what they call a hybrid sport, and it's a new sport. Basically, it combines aspects of basketball, football, and hockey.
It resembles a video game, a lot of people say. It's full contact basketball on the open floor. You have trampoline, so you have scoring happening, 15 feet in the air. You have a stopper, which resembles kind of a goalie in hockey. And then you play on a spring-loaded floor, the gymnastic side of it with the trampolines, and it's totally encased in a hockey glass.
It's also a finesse sport because, there's a lot of aerial acrobatics going on, and you have to have a lot of body control while you're in the air.
It's kind of a piece of every sport.
It's pretty magnificent. I would equate it to sort of when you walk into like a huge arena, or when you walk into a gigantic football stadium for the first time. You just sort of, it's a lot to take in because the court is raised up off the floor, so it's more than half the size that you are. It's really like nothing that you've ever seen before in sports. You have to learn how to trust your body. You have to learn how to not be scared when you're 12 to 14 feet in the air. So you have to sort of establish like a fearlessness in your mind, and you got to get past that initial fear in order to even think about getting on the trampolines. And then it's a matter of learning how to control your body from going to tramp, or going up to the rim, or going from the tramp to the floor. By the end of that 3 weeks, I was, dunking from the outside tramps and trying tricks and stuff. And then once the guys got there, I was able to see what they were able to do, which was, blew my mind and opened up a whole new world for me. And, really set up a great, next month and a half of shooting the sport.
James is a natural. He's natural in the air. He's just kind of a phenom, basically.
This is a rough sport, man. It's a lot more full contact than basketball. I used to play inside in basketball, and we used to bump around, elbow a little bit, but this is like full on, like hockey, body checking. It's pretty rough.
We were able to showcase, more of what the sport can be in the future when, there's more time and dedication put into, making these plays and setting these plays up. Because that's really what we were able to do, is set up plays and do things that the sport really hasn't even seen yet. So it was pretty neat. There's guys like Stan Fletcher, they call him Shakes, and Noah Ballou as well. These guys are just out of control, doing like 720s in the air, 720s between the legs, like 360s between the legs twice. Things that I can't even wrap my head around how you would begin to try to do something like that in the air.
I think if I was a kid and we had one of these courts in my hometown, I would have been all over that thing, man. All summer long, I would have been playing.
In Nathan's progression, in trying to make it to the NBA, and his journey and his storyline, I thought SlamBall was a perfect complement to that because it was something new that nobody had ever seen.
The action sequences, the aerial dunks, I mean, it's going to be something the likes of which One Tree Hill hasn't seen before.
I had never experienced anything like that in my life, and it ended up being probably the funnest thing I've ever done.